Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to bake pie. So the ingredients are really easy. You really just need butter, flour, water and salt. What you need to be careful of here is that your water is really cold and that your butter cubes are really cold. The aim here is to put the butter in sort of amount by amount. So you want to put the first amount in, and then however much that is, and then just incorporate it, and then you want to put the second amount in and incorporate it, and then the third and incorporate it, because if you put it all in at once, it's such a mission to work with. Basically I just keep adding the butter, add and then mix, and then add and then mix. As you can see, it is quite labor intensive to get all this mixed, but it's really important to do this properly before you add the water. Okay, now you just want to add the water, the cold water, sort of glug for glug, and then you mix it in. And then once it's incorporated, you get a little bit more water and you sort of put another glug in. I don't know if it's called glug, but I think I just made up that word. But basically you mix that in again, and then you continuously do that until you've used up the water. Now place the dough onto a floured surface and just sprinkle a little bit of flour on top, just to make sure that it doesn't stick. And then you're basically just going to fold it. So you fold it one side in, the other side in to make thirds. Then you fold one side up, one side down from whichever way you're looking at it, so that it's in sixths, and then you fold it in half again. And then you just cover it with plastic wrap and really just pop it into the fridge. When I do fillings for things, especially when I know that I'm going to have 2 fillings, I like to just get it all done at once. So I know that these are my ingredients and I'm just going to cut and peel in any order. So maybe I'll cut the potatoes and the carrots first, then only get to the onions. I just really do whatever I want, and then I basically have all of my ingredients ready, sliced, cut and washed or diced, and I put them next to the pots, and then I can use them a lot easier. Also, I think it's nicer to do it this way because then instead of cutting maybe one onion and then making the one filling, the chicken filling, and then going back to cutting the other onion for the other filling, that's just such a waste of time. You may as well just cut both onions at once, have them in a bowl next to you, and just use one handful for the one pot and the other handful for the other pot. With the leeks, I like to use the middle because it has a similar consistency to the onions, which means that it'll cook evenly. But I do like to use the top, the more leafy parts, for perhaps a vegetable stock or generally just using them in a vegetable soup. With the chicken, I like to use flour on it because it gives the whole sauce that it makes in the pot sort of a gel-like consistency, which is great for a pie. Now, as I said earlier, it's good to work simultaneously when you're working on something like this because it honestly just saves you time. Add some cumin, some rosemary, thyme, and a big pinch of salt. Now repeat for the vegetable filling. While the fillings are cooking, you can take out your chilled dough from the fridge and get everything prepared. You flour the surface. Then if you don't have a rolling pin, you can just use the plastic pin basically as one. Roll it out to about half a centimeter, 1 centimeter thick. Then I like to put the shapes on top of the dough so that I can measure it out well. Although if you've never done this before, I wouldn't recommend doing it like this because you have to work really quickly. What I would recommend is that you first do the 2 bases, then you put the filling in because the bases do not need to be baked beforehand. And then you basically put them to the side and make the lids, because now I'm working with 4 pieces instead of 2 filling and then 2, which is what I would recommend you to do. Then you just neaten up the sides as well as you can. Then you put the filling in. With a round one like this, you should put the hill sort of in the middle so it slants downwards. Then you neaten it up as much as you can on the sides. If any holes occur, just use an offcut or tear a piece off and cover it. By this time my dough was getting really difficult to work with, so I had to hurry up, and then you can just make any shape on top. Then you pop it into the oven for 45 minutes or until it's brown, and then it's done. Thank you so much for watching my channel. If you have any questions or any ideas for what you want me to make next time, just put them on the comments below. Bye!